Okay, here you're back with Wayne's Kitchen, except this time I'm in a traditional Thai kitchen. Today we're going to be cooking pad see ew, which is a Thai dish which I consider a staple in Thai that I can eat every day. It's not very hard. A few things you're going to need is some garlic. They have garlic cloves here. I'm going to chop them up. You can use one egg. I'm using two just because I want a lot of egg in this. You're going to need sen mi noodle, which is this rice noodle, very thin. Yeah, you're going to soak that, let it get soft. Now I've chopped broccoli in this. You can use whatever greens you want. I also have some morning glory, the hollow morning glory vine that I've chopped to put in here. You don't have to use that. You can use bok choy. I mean, there's a lot of choices. Kale, you know. Okay, since some of the other ingredients we have here is a bean oil, like a vegetable oil. A vegetarian sauce, which is hard to find in America. You might have to look on the internet, but it's a Healthy Boy brand mushroom vegetarian sauce. It's very good. Call it mushroom sauce. Okay, it's not mushroom flavored soy, remember that. Okay, then here we have another soy, which is like a bean soy. It's called soy #1. It's from Healthy Boy. I'm not real sure what we call that soy in America because there's like 10 different soys here. Here's another soy, green label soy. I'm not sure what we call this one in the US. Just green label seasoning sauce, but it's a soy. Okay, so those are the three main sauces that are going to be needed for this. We do not need to use fish sauce, but you can always put a little in if you like fish sauce. This brand right here from Thailand is highly recommended. Okay, and finally, but not least, this black soy deal here. And this stuff is not the sweet black soy. This is a different black soy. It's yeah, it's strong. So pad see ew. I'll try to have my wife tell us how to spell that. What else was cooked here? Oh, somebody else has the bok choy going in here. So we're going to take our wok like this. We're going to hit the heat on. We're going to throw a little oil in the pan. Just a dab of oil. So that's a good amount of oil. Then we're going to start up the grill because here they use gas. About like that. We're going to heat that oil up. And we're going to get our garlic ready. Then we're going to put our garlic into the oil when the oil's piping hot. Okay, now we're going to start cooking. Going to need one of these. And I'm using a lot of garlic this time, but I like garlic and a lot of it. So, pad see ew, here we come. Now, you can make this a little different. Like I said, use your own vegetables, whatever. You can change the meat too. I'm using a pork, which I marinated in the three main sauces, the mushroom, the green soy, the bean soy, and let it marinate. So I have that ready to go. As you can see, here's my marinated. I use a pork tenderloin. Here you can get it pretty cheap in Thailand, so that's what I use. It's not real expensive here. Pork's a very reasonably priced meat in Thailand. Okay, now as you see, my garlic's starting to brown a little bit around the edges. Yeah. We don't want to burn our garlic. Now we're going to throw in our meat. Sizzle to lock that flavor in. Now that I've got this browning a little bit, I'm going to take a dash of green seasoning. And that's about it for that. Aloy, aloy, makmak. Put a little mushroom vegetarian sauce in there. Oh yeah, I want to get a good amount of that in there. Now always have a little cup of water on standby too. You might need to add a little bit of water to moisten this dish. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm liking it. Try to evenly cook the meat. Yeah. If you see one's cooking more on one side than the other, then flip it over. Let it cook on both sides evenly. Like that. And I have a cup of water on standby. And also white sugar. You can use brown sugar too, I guess. Never tried it. I'm sure it'll work. Okay, now I'm going to move all this out of the way. Like that. Keep that out of the way while I put my eggs in. Just drop your eggs in like that. Right into the wok alongside the rest of the food. So here we go. So we let the eggs cook in there a little bit. I'll raise the temperature to cook them eggs. Now let them get a little bit of a cooking there. Not all the way. You still want egg white that's runny, but yeah, cook it up a little bit like that. Dog howling. Something always going on in my videos. Anyway, so break the yolk, scramble, break the yolk, scramble, and then just give it a little like that. And you're not trying to really scramble it. You want some egg white and yolk separate, but you want it mixed up a little bit. Let that stuff cook in there like that. Now whatever you use in the wok like this, you want to make sure it has a curved edge. That way it can cut into here real well. Here we go. I think I've cooked up my egg pretty good. Scrape it off the bottom. Now bring the meat into it. Just like that. Now here's where you might want to add a little bit of water. Just a tad. Now I'm going to add my greens. That I have cut up for this. Put them right over top. Add more mushroom sauce. I like a lot of mushroom sauce, as you can see. And I also want to add a little bit of that #1 soy, that bean soy. Just a little, because a little salt goes a long way with this dish. If you go to eat this dish and it's really salty, you use too much of the soy. Not enough mushroom. Now here I can see my vegetables, especially my broccoli, is not going to cook as well. I'm using broccoli this time. I probably should have steamed it a little bit before I used it, but oh well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more water to this dish. That'll help the broccoli and everything cook real well. And then when I want to thicken it, I'll use white sugar. And that'll help try to get the broccoli heads down so that the greens are really in contact with all that fluid and everything, and it'll cook nicely. So, we'll get on with the rest in a minute. Okay, so now we're ready. We're going to put a little bit of sugar in this. So you want to thicken it just a little bit, and the sugar helps. So a couple teaspoons, whatever you feel works. I'm going to mix that up a little bit. That's going to start to thicken this sauce for us, keep like a gravy to it almost. And all the greens have started to really soften up. get nice. And scrape that bottom too, and get some of that brown stuff that's forming off of it into it, because it helps with the flavor a lot. Now we're ready to go to the sun mee noodle, which is this. And pick out how much we want to put in. And that's about good for this dish. A little bit. Now this you just soak, you don't get it totally soft. It has a little bit of a firmness to it. And then when you get this soy in there, you got to go to the black soy, this really dark soy here. I'm not sure the name, I'll try to get it for you from my wife. This is a bit salty, it has a very strong flavor to it. You mix this into your pad see ew, your sun mee noodle, like that. It's really mixed in for you. You start to see this dish take on the color that's so nice to it. That really black soy stuff there. It's not a sweet black soy like the black soy I use in America a lot. This is a little different. And I'll get the name for you, I'll put it up on the thing. Make sure you have a big bowl ready. When you're done with this, you need a little bit more water in this. That sun mee really good. Yeah, that seems to be about good. And now onto the table it goes. And voila, there we go, pad see ew. So we got a couple things in here. We got pork tenderloin. Yeah. We got a sun mee noodle. Yeah. We have broccoli, which I put in here. Some morning glory, which is delicious. You got egg in here. You got a lot of garlic in here. And then those wonderful Thai sauces that we used. And this is sun mee ew. Oh, not sun mee. Pad see ew. Okay. With the sun mee noodle. So, that tenderloin. So good. Very cheap here in Thailand. So, eat up. And again, thank you for joining Wayne. And last but not least, sorry, I'm sweating. Hot in Thailand. Last but not least, remember, you did the cooking. Let them do the dishes. Thank you.